Thermodynamics as an important chapter for the intermediate public examination. One long answer or one short answer will come definitely in the public examination. This is also an important chapter for the IIT mains level and advanced level. The today class I am going to explain the first long answer question. Explain reversible and irreversible process. Describe the working of Carnot engine and obtain an expression for the efficiency. Reversible process. A process that can be retraced back in the opposite direction in such a way that the system passes through the same state as in direct process, and finally the system and the surroundings return to their original states is called a reversible process. A process is reversible only if it is a quasi-static and there is no loss of energy. Example of the reversible process is melting of ice and vaporization of water. Irreversible process, a process that cannot be retraced back in the opposite direction, is called an irreversible process. All the spontaneous natural processes are irreversible. Example, free expansion of the gas and work done against friction. Carnot engine, a reversible heat engine operating between two different temperatures, is called a Carnot engine. It consists of a source at high temperature, working substance, insulating stand, and a sink at low temperature. Let the working substance of the Carnot engine to be an ideal gas. Carnot engine undergoes the following process. This is the diagram of the Carnot engine. This is also called indicator diagram. The first step is isothermal expansion. The system containing n moles of an ideal gas is placed on the source and the gas allowed to expand. The gas allowed to expand slowly at constant temperature T1 by absorbing heat Q1. This isothermal expansion is represented by the curve A in the indicator diagram. Isothermal expansion of the gas changes its state from P1 V1 T1 to P2 V2 T1. The heat absorbed by the gas Q1 from the source is equal to the work done by the gas and is given by W1 is equal to Q1, that is equal to nRT1 ln V2 by V1. This is equation number 1. Adiabatic expansion. The system is placed on the non-conducting stand and the gas is allowed to expand adiabatically till the temperature falls from T1 to T2. This adiabatic expansion is represented by the curve B in the indicator diagram. Adiabatic expansion of the gas changes its state from P2 V2 T1 to P3 V3 T2. The work done by the gas is W2 is equal to nR T1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1. This is equation number 2. Isothermal expansion. The system is next placed on the sink and the gas is compressed at constant temperature T2 by rejecting heat Q2 to the sink. This is represented by the curve C in the indicator diagram. Isothermal compression of the gas changes its state from P3 V3 T2 to P4 V4 T2. The heat released by the gas Q2 to the sink is equal to the work done on the gas and is given by W3 is equal to Q2, that is equal to nRT2 ln V3 by V4, that is equation number 3. Adiabatic compression. Finally, the system is again placed on the non-conducting stand and the compression is continued so that gas returns to its initial state along the curve D. Adiabatic compression of the gas changes its state from P4 V4 T2 to P1 V1 T1. The work done on the gas is W4 equal to NR T1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1, equation number 4. Total work done by the gas in one complete cycle is W is equal to W1 plus W2 minus W3 minus W4. Here W1 and W2 are positive as the gas expand, W3 and W4 are negative as the gas compress. See, work done by the gas W is equal to nRT1 ln V2 by V1 plus nRT1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1 minus nRT2 ln V3 by V4 minus nRT1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1. W is equal to nRT1 ln V2 by V1 minus nRT2 ln V3 by V4. The efficiency of the Carnot engine is eta equal to 1 minus Q2 by Q1. Eta equal to 1 minus Q2 by Q1 means T2 ln V3 by V4 divided by T1 ln V2 by V1. That is equation number 5. In the indicator diagram B, the process is adiabatic process. The relation between temperature and volume in this process is Tv to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. T1 V2 to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 V3 to the power of gamma minus 1. That implies T2 by T1 equal to V2 by V1 whole power gamma minus 1. Sorry, V2 by V3 whole power gamma minus 1. 1, 7. Similarly, in the curve D, in the indicator diagram, T2 V4 to the power of gamma minus 1 equal to T1 V1 to the power of gamma minus 1. That implies T2 by T1 equal to V1 by V4 whole power gamma minus 1. That is equation number 7. From equation 6 and 7, we get V2 by V3 equal to V1 by V4. That implies V2 by V1 equal to V3 by V4, equation number 8. From equation 5 and 7, we get the efficiency of the Carnot heat engine eta equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. Second long answer question in thermodynamics. State second law of thermodynamics. How is heat engine different from a refrigerator? Second law of thermodynamics. It has two statements. A. Kelvin-Planck statement. It is impossible to construct a heat engine which can completely convert heat energy supplied to it into useful work done. That means heat energy supplied to a system does not completely converted into work done. B bit. Clausius statement. It is impossible for a self-acting machine unaided by an external agency to transfer heat energy from a body at a low temperature to a body at a high temperature. Heat engine. Heat engine is a device which converts heat energy into work. It consists of the following essential parts. 1. Source. This is also called hot reservoir. It is maintained at higher temperature T1. Heat is extracted by the working substance from the body without change in its temperature. Its thermal capacity is infinity. That is, whatever the amount of heat taken from the source, its temperature remains constant. Second one, working substance. In steam engine, working substance is steam, and in diesel engine, working substance is mixture of fuel vapor and air. It absorbs certain amount of heat from this source and converts a part of it into work and rejects the remaining heat to the sink. That is also called cold reservoir. It is maintained at low temperature T2. It absorbs the heat. It absorbs the heat rejected by working substance without any change in its temperature. Its thermal capacity is infinity. The working substance taken through a cyclic process, so the internal energy of the working substance does not change. Working substance absorbs heat Q1 from the source and rejects heat Q2 to the sink. So the work done by the system is W is equal to Q1 minus Q2. The ratio of the work done W by the engine to the amount of heat absorbed Q1 by the engine is called its efficiency eta. Eta equal to W by Q1, that is equal to Q1 minus Q2 by Q1 that is equal to 1 minus q2 by q1. This is also written as eta equal to 1 minus t2 by t1. Refrigerator is an ideal heat engine working in reverse direction, and hence it is called as a heat pump. In a refrigerator, the working substance extracts an amount of heat Q2 from the cold reservoir at low temperature T2. An amount of external work W is done on the working substance, and finally an amount of heat Q1 is rejected to the hot reservoir at high temperature T1. The ratio of the heat extracted Q2 from the cold reservoir to the work done W on the working substance is known as the coefficient of performance, beta. Beta equal to Q2 by W, that equal to Q2 by Q1 minus Q2, that equal to T2 by T1 minus T2. The indicator diagram is shown in this figure. Short answer questions in thermodynamics. Derive a relation between two specific heats and first law of thermodynamics. The diagram shown in this figure. Consider 1 mole of an ideal gas contained in a cylinder provided with a frictionless piston. Let A be the area of piston and P, V, T are the pressure, volume and temperature of the gas respectively. When the gas is heated at constant volume so that its temperature increases by dT, the heat supplied dQ is utilized to increase the internal energy of the gas only. From first law of thermodynamics, dQ is equal to du, that is equal to 1 into Cv into dt, that is equal to Cv dt. At the constant volume, work done dW equal to 0. When the gas is heated at constant pressure, its temperature increases through dT. The heat supplied is dQ is utilized to increase the internal energy du and to do external work done dW by displacing the piston through a distance dx. dQ is equal to 1 into Cp into dt, that is equal to Cp dt, equation number 2. From the first law of thermodynamics, dQ is equal to du plus dW. Substitute dQ in the equation. Cp dt equal to Cv dt plus dW, equation number 3. Let F be the force acting on the piston and dx is the distance moved. The work done dW is equal to F into dx, equation number 4. Let P is the atmospheric pressure outside the piston, then force on the piston is given by F is equal to PA, equation number 5. dW is equal to PA dx. Cross sectional area into displacement gives the change in volume dV, that is equal to A into dx, or Cp dt is equal to Cv dt plus Pdv. Cp minus Cv into dt equal to Pdv. From ideal gas equation, Pv is equal to RT, then Pdv is equal to RdT. From 6 and 7, Cp minus Cv into dt equal to RdT, then Cp minus Cv is equal to R, where R is the universal gas constant. Second short answer question is, obtain an expression for work done by an ideal gas during isothermal process. It is a process in which the system undergoes changes in pressure and volume in such a way that the temperature remains constant. Consider n moles of an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder fitted with a smooth frictionless piston. Let the gas expands isothermally at constant temperature T from its initial state P1 V1 to final state P2 V2. The work done during a small change in volume dV at pressure P is given by dW is equal to Pdv. The total work done in expanding the gas from the volume V1 to V2 is given by W is equal to integral dW, that is equal to Pdv, limits from V1 to V2, equation number 1. From ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT, P is equal to nRT by V, equation number 2. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1, we get W is equal to integral V1 to V2, P is replaced by nRT by V into dV. nRT is constant, that is equal to nRT into integral V1 to V2 into dv by v. We know that integral dx by x is equal to log x base e. Then work done W is equal to nRT log v base e limits from v1 to v2. That is equal to nRT log v2 base e minus log v1 base e. That is equal to nRT log v2 by v1 base e. Base e logarithm converted into base 10, that is equal to 2.303 into nRT log 10 log v2 by v1 base 10, that is equal to 2.303 nRT log p1 by p2 base 10, as p1 v1 equal to p2 v2. The third short answer question in the thermodynamics is obtain an expression for the work done by an ideal gas during adiabatic change. It is a process in which the system undergoes changes in pressure and volume in such a way that no exchange of heat takes place between system and the surroundings. Consider n moles of an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder with piston. Let the gas expands adiabatically from its initial state P1 V1 to final state P2 V2. The work done during a small change in volume dV at a pressure P is given by dW is equal to PdV. The total work done in expanding the gas from volume V1 to volume V2 is dW is equal to integral PdV between the limits V1 to V2. Equation number 1. For an adiabatic process, PV to the power of gamma equal to constant K. Therefore, P is equal to K by V power gamma. Equation number 2. Substituting equation 2 in 1, we get W is equal to integral V1 to V2 KdV by V power gamma, that equal to KV2 to the power of minus gamma into dV limits from V1 to V2. K is constant, K into V power minus gamma plus 1 by minus gamma plus 1 limits from V1 to V2. That equal to W is equal to K by minus gamma plus 1 into V2 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 minus V1 to the power of minus gamma plus 1. W is equal to 1 by minus gamma plus 1 multiply K in the bracket terms K V2 to the power of minus gamma plus 1 minus K V1 to the power of minus gamma plus 1. As P1 V1 to the power of gamma equal to P2 V2 to the power of gamma equal to K, the first K is replaced by P2 V2 to the power of gamma, second K is replaced by P1 V1 to the power of gamma. Finally, we get W is equal to 1 by gamma minus 1 into P2 V2 minus P1 V1. We know that P1 V1 equal to nRT1, P2 V2 equal to nRT2. Therefore, W is equal to 1 by gamma minus 1 nRT1 minus nRT2. That is equal to nR by gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2. The fourth short answer question in thermodynamics. Compare isothermal and adiabatic process. In isothermal process, the process in which the pressure and volume variation takes place at constant temperature is known as isothermal process. In adiabatic process, the process in which the pressure and volume variations takes place in thermally insulated system is known as adiabatic process. In this process, the process takes place in a good conducting vessel. This process must take place in a bad conducting vessel, that is thermally insulated vessel. In isothermal, the relation among PV is equal to constant, whereas in adiabatic process, the relation between pressure and volume is PV to the power of gamma equal to constant. In isothermal process, work done is W is equal to nRT ln V2 by V1. In adiabatic process, work done in adiabatic process is W is equal to nRT1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1. The isothermal process is slow. The adiabatic process takes place quickly. The specific heat of a gas in isothermal process is infinity, whereas in the case of adiabatic process it is 0. In isothermal process, change in internal energy dU equal to 0. In adiabatic process, heat supplied to a system dQ equal to 0. In isothermal process, heat is exchanged between the system and the surroundings, whereas in adiabatic process, the heat does not exchange between system and the surroundings.